Now, I've been hyping up our environmental block. I've been hyping up what we have here. I know you're here to see more animals. And friends, the natural world is important and valuable and beautiful and wonderful and an amazement and a pleasure. That is what David Attenborough has said. And here to prove it is soulmass218 with ABZû any percent glitchless blue suit.
Hello, everybody. I'm soulmass. Thank you so much for joining us today to present ABZû. I have with me on commentary Grey Goo Girl. Do you want to say hello?
How's it going, folks?
And let's go ahead and get this game underway on our environmental block. I'm going to be starting at new game, so give me a countdown, Grey Goo Girl.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right, let's go. Thank you for the good luck. So this is ABZû. This is a game made by Giant Squid Studios. This was their first game after Matt Nava split off from that game company. He pitched this game after the creation of the critically lauded game Journey, and ended up splitting off from that game company and starting his own studio to create this. It shares a lot in common with Journey as far as its progression and overall style of game. But unlike Journey being set mostly in deserts and very solitary and not much going on, this one is full of life and it's all set underwater. We are going to be playing as a diver, and in this category, the blue suit category, we are using an unlocked suit, which was similar to the white robe, if you're familiar with Journey, which lets you fly indefinitely. The blue suit in this run allows you to boost swim indefinitely, which will make more sense in a moment, but I'm about to gain control of the diver, and there's only a few things you can do in the game. That's going to be swimming, boosting, some tricks which aren't really necessary. We don't really do them in the run, as well as what I like calling petting the fishies, which is just grabbing onto some of the larger animals and being able to ride on them, which again, not really necessary in the run, but we may see that toward the end, depending on if you pick the blue whale incentive. So that is going to be what it's going to tell us about first here in this tutorial area, is how you can ride on fish. It says, hey, here's this big grouper. If you want to ride on the grouper, you can press hold this to ride. We aren't going to do that, though. We're going to just keep on swimming through the tutorial and progress to the next point of interest. Normally on a casual play, there's a lot of stuff you can unlock in these different areas, which unlocks different animals and such, which populate everything. Unfortunately, since we're just speeding through to the end, we're just going to be skipping all of the unlocking. We're just going to see all the vanilla fishies swimming around. And here's our first droid friend. We don't really know much about these drones yet, but he seems happy, and he's going to help us get through this door that's blocking our way. This is going to be a thing for the rest of the game, is interact with different drones or different objects to help progress the story and progress the area environments. And another recurring theme here is going to be that great white shark. This is the first time I see the great white shark. I wonder how that is going to come into play in the rest of the run. But we are already done with the tutorial area. Grey Goo Girl, do you want to give us some facts about our first spirit animal we're unlocking here, which would be the manta ray?
Certainly do. Mantas are the largest of the rays, with the giant oceanic species growing up to 7 meters in width and 9 meters long. They're primarily found in tropical oceans, feeding on plankton. They swim with their mouths open in order to eat, as well as breathe with their gills. Mantas have the largest brains of all fish and are able to pass the mirror test of self-recognition.
Yeah, manta rays are really cool. They're very smart. So the mirror test is, if you place an animal in front of a mirror, can they individually recognize themselves in the mirror as themselves in the mirror? And manta rays are the smartest fish. They can do that. And here we are. We've just unlocked the manta rays, the first of these spirit animals we're going to unlock in this hub area that we revisit after every zone that we clear. And you see, as we clear each zone, it's going to return life to each of these areas. The game is sort of intuitively telling us about different story elements that are up to interpretation, very similar to Journey. But it's about returning life to these oceans and bringing life to the world via the oceans. The name ABZû is brought from Sumerian mythology, also Babylonian. And it's referring to just something in the mythology about, I believe it's an ocean beneath the underworld, like the primordial ocean that led to all of the waters on the planet, something like that. The game doesn't really do much beyond that as far as mythological sources. But yeah, that's where the name of the game comes from. Here we're going to have another interaction with the shark. He doesn't like this drone very much. I wonder why. And then here, we're going to have one of these triangle doors with an eyeball on it. That's scary. I wonder what that's about. So anyway, when we're actually timing runs on the leaderboard, there's these loading screens, that spinning triangle. We actually cut those out when we're timing for the leaderboard because these loading are different on different consoles and different PCs. So what we do is a load remove time. If you were interested in speedrunning the game, we got more information about that on the speedrun board as well as a Discord. But here we're actually entering the first auto scroll section of the run. Right here, all we can do is just swim and look at the pretty things, all the beautiful fish, and listen to some beautiful music by Austin Wintory, who did the music for Journey and a lot of other beautiful games from that game company, and Giant Squid. While we're swimming through here, it's going to be a little bit of time while we're looking at some beautiful scenery. So, Zoku, if you have a donation or two, we have some time right now.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead with the special donation for you. Alicia in Chains sent in $25 in support of blue whales. They say blue whales for the blue suit. soulmass218 is my bestie, and I love them so much.
Oh, thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that.
And I'm just going to draw attention to that again. You're supporting blue whales in the incentive bid war. Great. Did you have an opinion which one is better to swim with?
I mean, if you asked me, I think the penguins are. But that's just my preference.
You know what? That's totally fair and valid. So go ahead, make a selection right now. Blue whales are in the lead, $50 to $10 for penguin. But you know what? You can help make our commentator with the fantastic nature facts happy by making your selection for penguins. Now, speaking of donations, because I know we've got a little more time, we had a $10 donation from Demarine saying Clefairy and penguins and bonus dungeons, oh my, because that is where the $10, that is where $10 did help go to. And speaking of which, we have more wonderful incentives. If, say, you want to help change what our Pikachu's name will be in the Pokemon Let's Go run later today, Leggy Starscream, the runner, has let us know that all those names, Butterfree, Miltank, Porygon 2, and Clefairy, are based off her partner's favorite Pokemon. So go ahead and help that. And while I'm at it, I would be remiss to not mention a $500 anonymous donation. No comment, but thank you so much for your generosity. That brought our total on the virtual highlight category upgrade to $560 raised out of $750. So come on, we are getting ever closer. That's $190 away from getting that met.
Wow, thank you so much for those donations. They're really appreciated. The $500, wow, just thank you so much. We just got finished with this pink coral section, which kind of reminiscent of the pink desert section in Journey. And we picked up another drone friend around those spotted garden eels who popped in to say hello. And here we're into another much shorter little auto scroll section, just ending off this chapter. You'll see we got, looks like some yellowfin tuna, some other various fish. As you can see, when I'm swimming through here, if we encounter some of these schools of fish, they're like lighting up and flashing. One of the achievements in the game is to actually control during these sections, but you do have control to move around in these, even though they're scrolling, and collect all those little schools of fish. And yeah, if you collect all of them, it unlocks an achievement. Obviously, that's not part of the speedrun, but that's why you see some of the fish flashing when I run into them. So here we're going to be running into the spirit animal for this section, which is the orca. We're going to be swimming with some orcas here for a little bit and coming up to one of the iconic moments here in the game at the very end of this section, swimming with the orcas. I absolutely love it. So prepare for a big swell of music as we finish swimming with orcas and some hammerhead sharks and reef sharks. And it is coming up here in just a moment. Grey Goo Girl, when you saw this game casually, what was this one of your favorite moments?
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go.
This game is
We're,
gorgeous. There's. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, here we go. We're on our way up and a big old jump.
Oh, that's stunning.
All right, and that is the end of the chapter. Those orcas are off on their way to go look for some yachts because they really love yachts. And we're going to enter this portal now. Grey Google, do you have any info about orcas you want to tell us?
I certainly do. Orcas are commonly referred to as whales, but they're actually the largest species of oceanic dolphin. They are apex predators who hunt in pack, feeding primarily on fish, sharks, rays, and other marine mammals. Orcas are known for their complex social structures, similar to those of higher primates and elephants. They are matriarchal and swim in groups called pods. Follow their mothers for their entire life. Up to 4 generations of orcas can travel together in a single pod.
Yeah, orcas are fascinating creatures, and yeah, I love that the game included them here. A lot of these spirit animals you're going to notice are some of the largest and most notable animals in the oceans, and definitely want to include the orcas in there. So we do have kind of some community-based names for each of these sections. The first one was the kelp forest, and we just finished the coral reef. Now we're going to be entering the coral temple. As we exit each of these cutscenes and it scrolls, the camera pans away from the door. I actually gain control of the diver before the camera reaches the diver. I start doing my boost off screen. The way the boost works is you have to press it 3 times in order to reach the golden flipper. And this has to be done in a rhythm. So I'm listening off screen for those specific sounds of each boost, so I know when to hit the button in rhythm. I do kind of have it memorized, but also it helps to hear the sound. So just a little bit of cool off-screen cutscene movement. Here I'm fighting with the camera a little bit because it wants to look at that big school of fish. That's a recurring theme in the run is the camera. It wants to present this beautiful game to you. It doesn't want you to speed run through, so I do a lot of fighting with the camera. I actually play half the run in a very strange claw grip on my controller. So we're going to be entering the Gold Temple. Again, exiting out of this cutscene, we're going to get some more movement during the cutscene before the camera can catch up to us. As I go to the first waypoint, which is going to be another one of these sections where we have to interact with 2 objects to unlock a door that's in our way. So you see I'm swimming ahead. The camera hasn't caught up to me yet, but I'm already on my way over here to the first section. It's going to be these 2 chains that we need to unlock to get the door open to proceed. I love the beautiful colors in this section, the oranges and yellows. The game itself has just beautiful art design. And we got some manatees swimming around. Now, the next door has some of that coral in the way. We have to go pick up another drone friend to clear away that coral, so he's down here. Say hi to another drone friend.
Oh, I was hoping the drone friend would swim with us a little.
We do have him right here open the door for us, but then I believe this is the last drone friend we have for the rest of the run, so say goodbye to our drone friends.
Goodbye, drone friend.
They will be missed.
Now here, again, as we exit out of this little panning camera cutscene shot, I do gain control of the diver while I'm in that cave. This one's not very safe because, as you saw, that cave mouth is very tiny, and you don't really know what orientation your diver is in as you're exiting out of here. So it's not really safe to start swimming until you can see what direction you're going. So I'm going to be waiting until I can see myself before I start swimming. And then take a beeline over to this door so we can finish this section of the game. Now we are starting to finish up with the friendly sections of the game, unfortunately. But yes, we're encountering the great white shark once again. We have some sort of mysterious connection with the shark. We just keep running into it. I don't know what that's about. Maybe we'll find out later. Here the camera wants to look at the shark. That's fun. And we're going to go and enter this portal again to go to the hub area. Great Google, do you have some information about the whale shark?
I absolutely do. Whale sharks can grow up to 18 meters in length, making them the largest species of animals on Earth that isn't an actual type of whale. Unlike most sharks, they are filter feeders. They eat almost exclusively plankton, usually found in tropical and warm temperature waters, and are notably extremely friendly to divers. Sometimes even playing with them.
Yes, we love whale sharks. They're very cool creatures, just gentle giants. Now in this hub area, if you recognize this architecture, if you've ever played The Pathless, which was the second game from Giant Squid Studio, they actually reused all of this hub area architecture in a couple little points of that game, so it's a neat little callback they did. But here we are about to enter, like I said, the scarier parts of the run. There's some RNG-based stuff coming up, and stuff that can harm the diver and slow us down. There's going to be some underwater mines in a section as we descend into this next area called the Abyss Rift. First, we have to, again, boost off screen, and we're going to go through this section with a bunch of doors. This is one of those areas where there's like a bunch of hieroglyphics on the walls and pictographs trying to tell us a story, so you can kind of look around and see the story, but we're not really interested in that in the speedrun. We're trying to just keep on moving ahead. We do pay attention to them. They do have like pictures of the diver and the big triangle thing, the alien looking thing. There's also the shark. So there's stuff going on with the shark and us and this technology. Don't really know what it is quite yet, but we're about to be finding out more. And through the last door, we're going to be heading toward, again, one of these triangle doors. It's going to lead us into the next section. And things are going to start getting scary after we do one more cutscene, which is pretty much my favorite in the game. And you're going to see why in just a moment. Again, coming out of this loading screen, and when the door closes, I'm going to gain control and immediately start boosting forward. Even though the camera is not following the diver, I have control. And we're already up here to the trigger for the auto scroll section with the blue whales. I love this portion. You do have time for a couple donations while we're swimming down into the abyss where all those dangerous mines await. So Zoku, I'll give it to you for a couple donations.
All right, well, actually, here, we're at the Blue Whales. I just want to remind everyone that the Blue Whales versus Penguins bid war closes around a little before the end of the run, if I'm correct.
Yes, we've only got not much time left. I'd say we'll close it in about 10 minutes, so you only have about 10 minutes left to get those donations.
All right, you've only got about 10 minutes left to get those donations in. And when you send your donations in, I want to hear what your favorite marine animal is, because we've been seeing so many, we've been hearing about so many in this beautiful game. Go ahead and tell me what swimming creature is your favorite. Botulism Sauce, I gotta tell you all, has gotten the head start. They sent in $10 and said, I hope we get to learn about turtles.
Ooh, there is a big turtle. I might go say hello to it just because we had a turtle shout out.
Ooh, I mean, you know what? Turtles are always great. And of course, when you donate, all of that does chip in towards our milestone goal. That is going to be adding in hazard runs to our big finale, Metroid Planets, as we hit our milestone goal of $7,000. We're over $5,500 raised for Point of Pride this event so far. And great, you're actually one of our runners for Metroid Planets finale, right?
That I am. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And tell me, how much suffering would hazard runs give to you if we meet that goal?
It definitely adds a lot of complexity to the game, we'll say that much. It changes the way logic works a bit.
Ooh.
I'm in a very scary section here. This is the first with the mines. I didn't quite reach the trigger before I got hit by that mine. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. It's very difficult to make that turn blind around that corner where you're not able to see exactly where those mines are positioned. As a speedrunner, you just kind of hope that RNG is on your side. Wasn't quite low enough to not get hit by that one, but that's okay. There is going to be a second section of mines up ahead here. I can kind of see where these are going beforehand, so I can better position myself to not even get close to any of these. And we have already finished doing the 2 waypoints for this little mine door section, and we're going to proceed through the door, where there are going to be even more mines. Can you believe it? Yes, this section of the game, like I said, is very dangerous. This is where our runs go to end and get reset, especially in another section coming up right after this, where there are a lot of mines. But again, I want to swim through this door, and I'm going to avoid the walls because there's mines embedded in the walls. Something just blew up ahead. I wonder what that was. Oh no, the shark got hit by one of the mines. We need to help our shark friend out. Come on, shark friend, we got you. You know, that great white shark looks so scary, but is actually, like I said, a very good, friendly shark.
What a good friend. We pet the shark.
We have pet the shark. I'm going to go ahead and swim forward into the very end here. This is going to be descending down to even further in the abyss. Some more whales there on the left. This is where the giant squid are at. I don't actually want to see them because they're going to make me want to look at them in the camera. So I swam a little bit to avoid that one. Otherwise, the camera will try to throw me off when I'm trying to go in this portal. But Grey Google, you want to tell us about the giant squid?
Certainly do. Giant squids were once thought to be a myth, despite evidence of skin in the stomachs of deep-diving predatory whales suggesting otherwise. First photographic evidence of their existence was in 2004, and since then, marine biologists have conducted further studies. It's very rare for giant squid to leave their homes in the abyssal waters, hundreds of meters below the surface, so very little is known about their lives. They're one of the largest species of invertebrates on the Earth, second only to the colossal squid.
Yeah, giant squid are amazing. All those old myths about like the Kraken dragging ships down into the seas are thought to have derived from sailors seeing these giant squids just happen to come up to surface, and they'd be like, what is that monster? And they are indeed quite a strange creature. Now here, as we've exited the abyssal rift, we're heading into the section called the factory ship. Here we are going to start learning a little bit more about what's going on. Again, the storytelling in the game, more implicit, up to interpretation. So it's kind of up to us to decide what we want it to be as a player. So you may have a different interpretation. Ooh, getting in there is very difficult, so that was nice. But yes, now entering the factory ship gets a little bit dangerous because there's going to be big minefield at the end of it that I need to swim through. So I'm not happy about that, but we'll see how it goes. Now this alien technology, it's kind of, again, the shark and I don't seem to be liking it very much. We seem to be trying to stop it from doing something. So it seems to be antagonistic to our purpose here. So let's go further into this factory ship and see if we can't stop this thing from destroying the oceans. Now in here I can't use my gold flippers, but we can reach our maximum swim speed still. So we try to maintain that. And we can tell by seeing how fast my flippers are moving here. And here, as we exit out of these hallways, we're going to be going into this minefield. Now, this is very RNG. We kind of aim down and to the right a little bit to give ourselves the best chance of getting through it. But I'm going to be just like keeping my eyes open and keeping a periphery on all of the mines on the screen and pathing myself through it and hoping I don't get close to any of them. So, wish me luck.
Oh, that's so many. Good luck.
Nope. There's one of them. Oh, that's okay. It's the good thing is you can very easily get chain comboed in here. So we didn't get close enough to any to get chain comboed after we got hit by that one. So only getting hit by one mine, that's just fine by me.
It's just so densely packed.
Exactly. It's very difficult to keep track of all of those moving at the same time. And the fastest way through is to try and go through the middle. So you just kind of hope that you do it your best. Great white shark, you can do this. I believe in you. You can take it down. Let's go. Take it down. Oh no. I think it's a little bit too powerful for us. Oh no. Grey Google, do you want to tell us a little bit more about the great white shark?
I certainly do. The great white shark is the world's largest known macropredatory fish, with some females observed to have grown over 6 meters in length. Since 1970, great whites have been the primary target of shark culling near shorelines to reduce their numbers due to the fear of human attacks, or attacks on humans, rather. More recent studies have indicated these practices have made great white populations vulnerable worldwide and may be having a drastic effect on oceanic ecosystems. So protections are starting to be put in place for them.
Yes, even though they do accidentally attack humans quite a bit in waters where they can't see very well, great whites are not really that dangerous and do great things for the ocean environment. So there are protections being put in place now after they were much maligned in lots of movies and television shows over the years. But yeah, our great white friend tried to take down that alien / mechanical thing and wasn't too successful. So they're going to take a quick nap. Don't worry about them. They're going to be just fine. And again, we also suffered some damage. So we're going to be progressing forward a little bit here and seeing what we discover beneath the abyss, which, quite interesting. This area we like to call the Atlantis City. Now, this is going to come up with the hardest trick in the run. And really, like, one of the only big tricks in Glitchless is a unintended jump, which goes over a section which has a door with 2 of those chains that you need to unlock to open the door. We're going to totally try and skip that door. So I'm going to be concentrating for a moment as we do this now after we open this right here. Again, it's going to be a big jump over a wall that is not intended. So wish me luck. And the city is beautiful. All right, we need full boost speed. I'm going to try and line this up. This is much more difficult than it looks, I assure you. So hopefully we can get this first try. Nope, we were, I believe, just a little bit early there, so we bounced off the wall. One of the mechanics in this game, when you swim near these walls, is it automatically slows down the diver, so it can kind of parkour the diver off the wall. Like that. So if you don't quite get the angle correct, which is very difficult when you're controlling an X, Y, and Z axis underwater, you won't get over the wall. But that time we got a third try, which isn't bad. And here, since we got a donation from the big turtle, let's say hi to the big turtle before we move on. Hi, big turtle. Let's pet the turtle. This is an Archelon. This is, I believe, an extinct large version of turtle. And we are going to go ahead and proceed forward. Now you notice we had a section there where we had some walking. That's our first walking in the game. Can you believe there's some walking in a game about swimming underwater? I can't believe it. This section is the only one in the game where there will be doing some of that walking. And we're going to be doing a little bit more now before we again get to one of these sections where we're going to be doing a couple unlocks to get through a doorway. But down in here there is some more of those ancient extinct creatures. One of them being a plesiosaur, which maybe we'll see as we're swimming. But Grey Google, while I'm doing these unlocks and hopefully see a plesiosaur, you want to tell us about plesiosaurs?
Absolutely. Plesiosaurs are a genus of extinct marine reptiles that lived during the early Jurassic period, around 200 million years ago. The first fossils were discovered in 1820 around the Dorset region of England and are still primarily found in that area. After the release of the movie King Kong in 1933, numerous alleged sightings of plesiosaur-like creatures were reported in and around the lakes in Scotland, leading to the urban myth of the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, there's a plesiosaur right there. So yeah, this little section here where we're unlocking is, like I said, there's a lot of very old fish. You can also, I don't see any on screen now, but there's also like coelacanths here, which is pretty cool.
Coelacanths are neat.
And here we've got this weird magical water underneath the water. We don't know what's up with that, but again, this is kind of this weird Atlantean city. There's all this weird architecture and ancient technology going on that we don't quite understand. So water underwater, it is what it is. As you've noticed, there's a lot of sections of unlocking things in order to proceed, and here we are getting to our last walking segment, thankfully. Now we do get to walk while this door is opening, which is fun. We're going to try and walk up the stairs that are over on the right while the door is opening. Again, all of this walking during cutscene is just to save time. And would you believe it, there's actually even stairs in the game about swimming underwater. But that's enough of this. We're not going to have any more stairs. We're not going to have any more walking. The rest of this run is pure swimming and pure beauty. This is the last main auto scroll. It's not very long. So Zoku, if you want to tell us a little bit more about Point of Pride, this is going to be your last chance to get some donations in for either penguins or blue whale as well.
All right, well, please get those donations in, but I've got to say, chat's been loving the marine animal facts. Here's $64 from Jason LaRose, who said, donated for unexpected shark fact, and for all dungeons and virtual highlight, because we need to see every glorious frame of that. That did help bring our raise total to $629. We're only $121 away from unlocking it. But speaking of unexpected shark facts, I had a call out for your favorite marine animal, and Prison Lizard not only delivered, they gave us a fact. They sent in $5 to say my favorite marine animal, the kite fin shark. It's the largest bioluminescent vertebrate on Earth. It's a form of camouflage known as counter-illumination. The underside of the shark looks like the ocean's surface as viewed from a few hundred meters down.
That is awesome. I love animal facts, especially ocean life. Thank you so much for that donation and for bringing up that kite fin shark. That's a very cool animal.
It is
one that not a lot of people know about that one.
Did we get a chance to see a kite fin shark in the run, just out of curiosity?
We did not. I don't know if it's actually in the game that I remember. There's, like I said, a lot of animals you can unlock in the game when you're playing it casually, and we skip past the unlocks, so I don't remember them being in here, but they might be. And when I say there's a lot of animals, there really are.
I would believe it, because this game has been beautiful. It's just a joy to watch.
Here, this is going to be the final little portal we need to go through for the end of the run. So I am going to call donations here. This one kind of terrible to go through because this is the one locked camera, sort of like a Resident Evil camera. So I can't control camera right here very well. So orientating yourself to swim down here is a little sketchy, but we got down in there. So yeah, we are heading now into the final section, which is Paradise Waters. So yes, unfortunately, we do need to cut off the bid war for penguins and blue whales. We're going to swim forward here to this final orb in the hub, and it's going to unlock our final spirit animal. Any guess as to what it is, Grey Goo Girl?
Is it a whale of some kind?
It is not. It is the great white shark. Our friend has awoken. Our friend has awoken, and they're going to do us a solid, and they're also going to help fix up our body. So we're going to be back to full power. We're swimming super fast for the finale of the game. So yeah, Zoku, who won? Was it penguins or blue whales?
Well, you all raised a total of $60 for Point of Pride, our trans-led nonprofit organization that we're supporting, with that $10 to penguins and $50 to blue whales.
All right, let's go blue whales. We're going to be swimming with the blue whales at the end of this section. Thank you so much for all your donations. So, like the end of Journey, this is a big, beautiful ending, which is a cap of everything you've seen previously in the game. I absolutely love this section. The music is absolutely beautiful. And again, it's going to be kind of a recap as we revisit every hub and cleanse it of this alien/mechanical menace and bring life back to all of our oceans. So yeah, we're going to be swimming around and destroying all of these little triangular mine things with these chains, and it's going to get rid of this mechanical stuff and bring life back to the oceans. We've got all of our fish friends swimming with us, and our great white shark friend is accompanying us all the way to the finale. As we destroy each of them, while the camera is in like a free mode there, you can see I do have control of diver, so I'm trying to control myself so that I'm pointing toward the tunnel, toward the next section, again to save time as we're running through the game. These first few, they only have 4 and they're all underwater. And then the last one is going to be a little trickier once we get to it. It's going to have one above water. It's going to require me to do a precise jump and make sure we hit it on our first try. But we've unlocked the manta rays again. We've unlocked the orcas. We're on our way now to help out those whale sharks once again. While I'm finishing up here, I do want to just say, again, my name is soulmass, or soulmass218 on the internet. You can follow me here on Twitch. I speedrun this game, Shadow of the Colossus, Journey, and so many others. So if you enjoy speedrunning and you like the sound of my voice, you can follow me on Twitch. And Grey Goo Girl, where can people follow you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/GreyGooGirl. I run a variety of randomizers, some other content, Metroid Planets, which we'll be seeing later today.
It's very hyped for that. And here's the jump out of the water. Very nice. And this last little progression tunnel is actually right toward the camera, so all we gotta do is swim directly toward the camera and up a little bit. And then here we're entering the final area where we would have seen our penguins or blue whales. We're going to hang out with the blue whales. We can see breaching above the water. Grey Goo Girl, do you want to tell us about blue whales while I try and hang on to one of these whales and breach with one of them?
Most certainly. With the largest individuals estimated to weigh around 200 tons and reaching a length of 30 meters, blue whale is the largest known animal to have ever existed on Earth. Their vocalizations are among the loudest of any animal and can be heard up to 1,000 miles away underwater. Due to their immense size, blue whales are usually unable to breach or jump above the ocean surface, unlike shown here in the finale of ABZû.
So yes, blue whales are so huge in real life that they can't breach like this, but for the rule of cool and for how beautiful ABZû is, they have blue whales breaching at the end. I kind of love that. We had one. Let's get another one for good measure, just because we've had a good run. I want to thank everyone for watching. And here we're going to be going into that orange door you see. Just like a 5-second photosensitive warning. So if you're photosensitive, you might want to look away right around now, let you know when you're safe. Alright, you are safe to look at the screen again. And here time is going to be called as soon as I enter the white light at the end of this corridor with my friend the great white shark. And that is going to be time.
GG. So anyway, that is ABZû. Thank you so much for watching. And again,
thank you to Power Up with Pride for having me, and Begu Girl here on the couch, and Zoku for being such a great host. Thank you so much. Everybody, definitely stick around for the next run. Thank you so much for donating to unlock it. I'm very excited to watch Banjo. It's one of my favorites games growing up. So yeah, stick around. But yes, this has been ABZÜ. Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you so much, Soulmass and Greg, for those amazing marine animal facts. As mentioned, we've got more animals coming up. We've got the adventures of a bear and a bird that chat. All of you helped donate to unlock, but we're going to take a quick small intermission while we get that set up for you. So go ahead, get your stretches in, get your snacks, get your drinks, because this run is going to be a blast. Oh my gosh, chat, that was amazing. What a fantastic environmental block that was. I hope you're all nice and chill and cozy after those two beautiful runs. Woo! But chat, we're not done with day 4 of Winter Pride. Nope, not yet. You could have checked out our schedule. You can still check out our schedule, honestly. Why am I talking past tense? With ! schedule, or heading over to our site, powerupwithpride.org. And we've got some more fantastic runs to round out the rest of the marathon. Now, I've been talking a lot about our next game, Banjo-Tooie, The Bear and the Bird, Adventures of Them, because that was our bonus game, and you all helped raise over $500 to get that unlocked. But coming up after that, we've got some more adventures with animal friends, because Cassette Beasts and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu are coming up right after that. And hey, we've got incentives open for that you can donate to right now. Let me talk a little about that, because Cassette Beasts, you can help choose the pronouns of the player character. The player character, I believe, is Cass, at least. And you can choose from he, him, she, her, they, them. They Them is in the lead at $50, but She Her is still in the running at $20. And you know what? Every little bit counts. All of that can add up to put he, him in the lead if that's what you're looking for Cass's pronouns to be. You can also choose that character's cosplay, whether it's a traffic crab hat, a pom bobtail, a cat ear headband, or a jester's hat. I believe these are references to creatures that you can have a buddy up with in that game. Now, speaking of creatures, of course, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is coming up shortly later today. And by shortly, I mean in just 2 runs. And we have 2 incentives that we need your help to decide. You can help name the trainer that Leggy Starscream will be playing as. Serena and Juliana are currently in the lead at $8.08 and $5 respectively. But more importantly, you can help select Pikachu's name. Now, of course, there's just so many fantastic things I could tell you about this, but I actually do have to let y'all know my time on the host mic here at Winter Pride 2023 is up. It's been a pleasure being here with you all, raising funds for and supporting Point of Pride. But it is also my pleasure to be handing you off to our next marvelous host, a veritable mistress of the mic who we've been lucky to be in the panic trenches with when tech goes Dave. None other than the incredibly talented and sweet Lana Ruse. So chat, as we head on into the rest of the day, please give it up for our next wonderful host. And I will look forward to catching the rest of the event with you all in chat.
All right, hello, as mentioned way too kindly by the incredible, illustrious, magnificent, splendiferous, day-brightening Zokaboon. Hey, I'm Lanaruz, and I have the absolute honor of being with you all for the next couple of runs. I am back, and we've been having a wonderful time here over at Winter Pride 2023 as we continue to raise money for Point of Pride. We have more runs coming up for all of you today with ABZû coming up soon, but don't worry, we still have a little bit of time before that. I just wanted to stop and say, hey, thank you all so much for all of your donations so far, because this next game was unlocked with the help of your donations. We couldn't have done it without you. And I know Zoku was mentioning a little bit more about some of those incentives that we have available, but I do want to talk a little bit about that Pikachu bid war. So there is a Name the Pikachu bid war that is currently open, and it is based on Leggy Starscream's partner's favorite Pokemon. So I know that we've been talking a little bit about favorites and all this sort of thing, but you can continue letting me know your favorite Pokemon as well, because I am curious. I'll let you in on something, okay? Mine is Ninetales. I am a huge fan of foxes. I don't know about all of you, but that's where I am at myself. But Pikachu's a friendly friend as well. I can vibe with that. If you are just joining us today, I do want to remind everybody that we are raising money for Point of Pride. So Point of Pride is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and 100 plus countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. So the money that we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as the following. So they do have an annual transgender surgery fund, which is a scholarship-like program that provides direct financial assistance to trans folks who cannot afford their gender-affirming surgery. As well, we also have their HRT Access Fund, which, similar to the previous, is a scholarship-like program that provides 12 months of free medical care for trans folks seeking gender-affirming hormone replacement therapy via Point of Pride's telehealth partners. So this is just a reminder that every single donation, no matter how big, no matter how small, goes towards this incredible cause. So absolutely do not worry if you only have a couple of dollars to spare for us. We know it's getting close to the holidays, so don't feel the pressure. But every single donation that you provide is going to this great cause. And it is also unlocking us some of this bonus content that we've been talking about. Once again, I won't go through them all in great detail because I know that Zokubun did a phenomenal job going through them. But the target that is open right now is for the virtual hide live category upgrade, and we are so close. $120 more needed for that one. I know we can do it, and time will be coming up for that one near the end of the day. One of the current polls is coming up shortly, choosing Cass's pronouns, and we have a few others that are available, such as choosing Cass's cosplay, naming the trainer in Pokemon, and picking Pikachu's name. We've got some phenomenal suggestions for the name already, so I'm excited to see where that goes. If we also hit $7,000 for the finale, we will be adding Hazard and Hell runs to Metroid planets. So if we hit $7,000, that puts the hazardous rooms in Logic, and you will take constant damage until you get the Varia suit. So pretty incredible stuff over there. We've got $5,636 already, which is just wonderful. So keep those donations rolling in, everybody. You're all doing a phenomenal job.